Samson stretch, first on our list. Mobility. One knee down, squeeze the glute. Whatever knee is down, squeeze the glute, tuck that pelvis underneath. Simply lift your hands up. It's almost like some kind of lunge, they call it in yoga. Yoga. Like Donald Trump says, China. Yoga. All right, so squeeze that back leg, press forward, open up that hip flexor. Hands up, push the hip toward that kneeling side, open up that side body. Try to do your best to squeeze that glute as much as possible and really press that hip forward, open up the hip flexors. We're doing lower body, we have some legs, Romanian deadlifts, lunges, and squats, and all that fun stuff today. So let's make sure our legs are primed up. Got like another 15, 20 seconds or so. Really try to just keep that glute engaged and then dig around, hinge forward at the waist. Find the areas that need some love. Make sure you're breathing through it, try not to hold your breath. And let's switch sides. Rinse and repeat. Squeeze the glute, tuck underneath. Drive that hip forward, get that deep hip flexor stretch. Hands in the air. Press that hip forward. Push the hip toward the kneeling side. All while trying to keep that glute engaged. All right, next up, mobility sort of, and it's also going to prime your legs. It's a side shuffle. So if you can, start one end of your room, lean onto the balls of your feet, and we're just going to, nice and light, depending on the size of your room, just going to take 3 or 5 shuffles, left and right. Try to keep the knees bent, stay light on your feet, try to activate your outer thigh, and just also your calves. So we're gonna do that for a minute. Just take your time with it. Be light on your feet. Float like a butterfly. All right, guys, good stuff. Heart's up a little bit, heart rate. All right, so your warm up. You know it's compounding, it's progressive, we're adding reps to it. First exercise is good morning, which is all hip. I shouldn't say all hip. Your whole body's working because you have to keep your shoulders back, but the majority of the motion is coming right from your hips. So take your dumbbell, kettlebell, plate, whatever you have, snug it up to your chest, and then pinch your shoulder blades back. Activate that upper back. This way that's locked and loaded. Now, slight bend in your knees, fold over at your waist, push those hips back, open up the hamstrings, and then hinge back up. Simple stuff. Loading those hamstrings up, and then coming back up. But also, getting that upper back work. 3 + 3 each round. Next are all body weight exercises. Lying reverse crunch. So, flatten your back, knees are bent, toes are up, heels are touching the ground. Think about doing the complete opposite of what we just did with our hinge, with our hips, right? So now we're gonna press our hands into the floor, and then we're gonna inhale, and then exhale your knees towards your armpits. So if your lower back was off the floor a little bit, that's quite all right. Just think about getting that belly button smashed into the ground. Okay, I actually prefer you to get your hips off the ground a little bit to get that little lower abdominal action in. We're doing 5 + 5 each round. And then last up, Supermans. Activating the whole posterior chain. Here, simple stuff. Up, squeeze your glutes, hold, and then come back down. Up, squeeze, hold, and back down. Okay, those are going to be 3 + 3 each round. Cool? Remember, it's an 8-minute AMRAP. We're just running right through it. I don't care how many reps, I don't care how many sets. We're looking to prime up the lower body and core. All right, here we go. Third beat, we're going to work. Take pride in your reps. Go to work. 1 minute each side. All right. 3 exercises for your work period. You know the deal. Splitting up into 3 different components. Slow and steady. 10-second reps, partial reps, and then normal reps. So first on our list is a Romanian deadlift. So just like you prepared for your good mornings, you're going to prepare for your deadlifts. So roll your shoulder blades back, bend your knees, push your hips back, fold over at your waist, 5 seconds on the way down, keep pushing those hips back, and then 5 seconds on the way up. It's really imperative, guys, to keep your shoulder blades rotated back and keep that upper back engaged. If not, you're rolling up like this. Now I'm hoping by now that if you guys were out and about in one of those big box, dirty, disgusting gyms, and you saw somebody do deadlifts like this, you'd be like, wait a minute, stop, you're gonna hurt yourself. You guys know the deal. So keep those shoulder blades back. Push your hips back, okay? That's your first one, 15 reps. 5 slow, 5 partial. Question, I know it's gonna be, where's the partial come into play? Good question, right here. So push your hips back to that partial rep, up, and then all the way down, okay? So that first initial is what your partial is gonna be. Just pushing the hips back, engaging those hamstrings a little bit, and then coming back up. Cool? Good? All right. Next up, reverse lunges. This one's not gonna be broken up into 3 components, but we are gonna throw a little twist onto it. So, reverse lunge, back step, tap your knee to the floor if you can, if you have the range of motion, right? That front leg is doing the work, still keeping that good strong posture, up, and then I want you to bring that leg up, if you can, to balance. If you can, keep it up and come right back down. You're doing 9 reps, all with that one leg at a time. Trying to work on balance as well. So, you're not splitting it up, you're just doing 9 straight reps, but try to work on that balance with a little bit of a twist. Good? Next up, sumo squat. Take your dumbbell or your kettlebell, hold it on the inside here, this way. I know we've done it like this, but hold it like this, okay? Exaggerated stance. Think about rotating your hip outward. If this was my leg, I'm rotating it out. Okay, so here. Knees in line with the toes, and you're still following the same principles as a regular squat. Chest is up, but now your knees are going outward towards your ankles. Okay, so your chest is still up, doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's gonna get spicy. Okay, now your partial rep is gonna be here, halfway down, up, and then all the way down, and up. And your last exercise is going to be a V-up. This is gonna be your ascending core exercise. So, really simple stuff, flatten our back, reach up, boom. Okay, 7 plus 7 each set. So you're adding 7s to that one. Everything else straight sets. I put it in the chat, 15 Romanian deadlifts, 9 reverse lunges, 12 sumo squats. We're gonna run for like 20, 25 minutes. I always do a check-in about 20-minute mark, see how your form is, see how you're jiving, and then I make the determination with that. Get your mind right. Let's start chasing the pump. In 10 seconds. Third beat, we go to work. Here we go. Your finisher is 1 5-minute round. Hold. Mid squat. Now we did wall sits earlier in the week. We did mid squats. But you're here. Just holding 5 minutes. Okay? You're not in a full squat. You're here. Pressure on your quads, leaning forward a little bit, core is nice and tight. To see how long you can hold. Okay? I'll give you the option. That or the wall sit if you didn't do it earlier in the week. So it's 5 minutes, or excuse me, 6 minutes. Every time you have to come out of that hold, or every time you need to or want to come out of that hold, it's 3 burpees or 2 split squat lunge jumps each. And every time after that, you're just adding to that. So it's 3 the first time, 6 the second time, 9 the third time, so forth and so on. And then as soon as you're done with your reps, you're right back into that hold. Or the wall sit. Cool, so you're just gonna tax your legs a little bit more and get your cardio game in before the hour is up. All right, here we go, third beat. Here we go. Putting pressure on the center of your foot.